Pizza. A dish we all know and love. A staple of Italian cuisine. Made from tomatoes, cheese, dough, and some would say pineapple. But, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, how is this beautiful, round, Italian carbohydrate disc best enjoyed? Your first instinct may be to say, made piping hot in a wood oven with freshly picked whole ingredients and a burnt crust while enjoying it on the shores of Naples with the light Pinot Gris, the Mediterranean Ocean breeze on your cheek. However, not everyone can enjoy pizza in this way. I mean, in this economy, but still, every day, billions of people worldwide enjoy pizza. In fact, just in the United States, we will eat over 100 acres of pizza a day. Most of that, of course, we eat from boxes 4 days after buying it on the floor while crying. Are we considered any lesser for doing so? Of course not. Because it's not how we enjoy a dish, Your Honor. It's about the dish itself and the stories we share about the dish. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today I will argue why pizza is better cold. Gonna clap.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Please state your name for the record.
My name is Jordan Iacovella, and I've come to you today for some help.
Okay, what can I help you with?
I have a hot take.
What is your take?
My take is that cold pizza is better than hot pizza.
Okay.
It's just something about the congealed cheese. Half the time I eat hot pizza, it just burns my fucking tongue.
So your take is not just that cold pizza is as good, but that cold pizza is better than hot pizza.
Correct. I prefer cold pizza to hot pizza. For me, the flavors are what do it for me. A lot of the times when a pizza's fresh out of the oven, the sauce is like essentially superheated and you have to wait like 5 minutes typically to like even dive in. And then you're risking, if you do, you're risking burning your tongue.
Liability.
Searing your taste buds for the rest of the pizza, which now you can't taste half the shit because you burnt your tongue already.
Okay.
I'll still eat hot pizza, but I much prefer it the next day.
Yeah, that was gonna be my follow-up. Like, do you like go to a pizza place and are like, can you do something about this?
No, I'm not like making sure they chill the pizza beforehand.
Okay, if they had the option, would you? Like, if you went to a pizza place and they had 2 options of like, this one has been frozen and defrosted or whatever, and this one is fresh out the oven.
I think that because of societal expectations and pressures, I would still order the hot pizza.
Okay. So you feel like you've been persecuted on the basis of this take?
Persecuted is a very strong word, but sure, yeah.
Okay, great. Great. These are the kind of cases I like taking, because it's like, you know, you've been wronged, and we can perhaps receive some financial compensation in some way.
I would like to continue eating cold pizza in peace, you know?
Of course, yeah.
Maybe I should clarify too, cold pizza, like, just means, to me, not out of the oven. So I don't put it in the fridge. And I also just love the pairing of it with orange juice. It's the salty of the pizza and the cheese and all the toppings paired with the acidity of the orange juice. It is lovely. Any sommeliers out there will know what I'm talking about.
Well, you know, OJ's lawyers probably thought he was guilty too. So, you know, you can't take all innocent clients.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so I think we have a good basis here.
Okay.
I think this is a solid foundation to build a case upon. If you have especially examples of people discriminating against you for this opinion, I think we have a really solid base for a case here. I would love to take you on as a client.
Well, it seems that I have no other choice but to go with you, so sounds lovely. Let's work together.
Yay! Anywho, do you wanna plug your plug your plugs in the pluggy plug.
I am an actor and a musician and music producer. You can follow me on Instagram at your boy Prairies. I also have a Magic the Gathering YouTube channel. I'm a YouTuber as well. It's called the EDH Jank Center, and if you're into that sort of thing, you can check that out too.
Okay, that's it. Goodbye. Now, the debate, some would say, is heated. Pizza originalists, otherwise known as Italians, appear to stand firmly on one side of the argument.
Pizza fredda. Dimentica la pizza from last night. Pizza the last night. Are you kidding me? What are you doing?
Are you eating the pizza from yesterday? Come true.
But the fact is, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, pizza has changed and is not what it once used to be. In fact, let's start at the beginning, shall we? Pinpointing pizza's exact origins can be tricky, because for literally thousands of years, human beings have eaten some form of flatbread with various toppings on it, like cheese, garlic, and tomato. We start to get into a more modern view of what pizza is when we look at the 18th century working class in Naples, or the Lazzaroni. You see, the Italian working poor at the time needed a food that was cheap, portable, and filling, and pizza, then sold by street vendors, met this need. At the time, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it was just sort of like a crusty little flatbread with cheap but very flavorful foods like garlic, salt, horse milk, cheese, and what at the time was a brand new food not native to Italy, tomatoes. You may be asking yourself, what the hell does this have to do with pizza being better cold? And to that I say, not a heck of a lot. But it is interesting, and also goes to show that what we consider as being optimally pizzetic has always changed throughout time. So why couldn't some consider cold pizza as being its supreme form today? Pizza, as we've seen, has changed. And so should you. Speaking of change, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, isn't it true to say that as far as foods that we could call customizable go, wouldn't pizza be among the top contenders? Besides the sandwich, can we think of any food which has more branching options than a pizza? Go to any pizza place and see the biblical lists of ingredients you could put on it. You can have cheese, tomato, virtually any kind of meat or vegetable, lobster. I remember seeing ribs as an option one time. Literal gold. Or alternatively, you can get an entirely cheeseless pizza, pizza with no tomato sauce. Or you can call a pizza place and have them just put pineapple on bread and they have to make it for you. And I know they would because I did that. And they did. Regardless of one's own opinions on the socially appropriate nature of certain pizza toppings, the customizability point still stands. It seems to me that the only uniting factor in each of these pizzas is the bread and a topping of some sort. So why not take it a step further and add temperature to the list of customization options? I think it would be perfectly valid for some to say that cold pizza is preferable to hot in the same way that pepperoni pizza is preferable to some over plain cheese. Though this only brings us to the level of as good. What exactly makes cold pizza guilty of being better? First, Exhibit A. Simply enough, the toppings are rock solid locked on a cold pizza. The cheese isn't falling off into the box, onto the sidewalk, or sliding around the surface like a goddamn Zamboni, Your Honor. The cheese has congealed, locked the toppings into place, creating an infinitely more portable and resilient food than it ever was hot. Second, I'll be the first to admit, I'm a bit of a hog. I want to jump in and devour a whole large pizza by myself in 45 seconds. All this to say, cold pizza gives you the freedom to devour at whichever pace you see fit. Slow, fast, medium. The temperature is no inhibiting factor. Hot pizza, on the other hand, locks you in to eating it at a maximum pace of 1 bite every 100 years. Your Honor, I just checked and I thought this was America, where every citizen has the freedom to make themselves feel like an absolute sweaty, gluttonous cretin, and hot pizza appears to be in gross violation of this right. And last, as we can see from what Jordan says here.
And I also love it, like eating it for breakfast, essentially, in the morning. I don't really have cold room temperature pizza after like 11 a.m. because the saltiness of the pizza slice with the cheese and the toppings pairs really nicely with the acidity of the orange juice.
Conceptualizing cold pizza as a breakfast item, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is the key to learning why it is indeed ultimately superior to hot pizza. First, the prosecution must concede that a surprise pizza is indeed so much better than an expected pizza. And cold pizza that's been left out for you to find in the morning by your past self is exactly that.
Hey yo, I got us pizza, dude. Yeah, us a pizza. Come look at it, man. Come look at the pizza, man. Yeah, me and you a pizza. Yeah, I got us a pizza. It's in there, on the bed. It's right here. You got this pizza? Yeah, I got it for us, dude. Open up, take a look. Cheese pizza? Why does it look so scrumptious? Cheese pizza? Me and you, dude? Yeah, me, us, dude. I love you, dude. I love you too, dude.
And second, as far as its comparability to other North American breakfast foods, nutrition-wise, pizza, if you think about it, is a lot healthier. And don't just take my word for it. Witness for the defense, Chelsea Ammer, a registered nutritionist, spoke to the Daily Meal and confirmed that while yes, pizza isn't the best food in the world for you, its mix of complex carbs, protein, vegetables, and in some cases,
I also just love the pairing of it with orange juice.
Fruits, makes for a fairly balanced breakfast compared to something far more popular and accepted like breakfast cereal, which is basically just soup of processed white sugar. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you may be saying, sure, pizza does indeed slap in the morning, but why not just reheat it? Why not stick it in the microwave or the oven or put it on the stove? Well, let me tell you why. I know the answer. The prosecution knows the answer, and you know the answer. It's just not the same. What do we do when we reheat a cold pizza? What are we asking of it? What does it say about ourselves? That we can look at this food, which is perfectly fine, perfectly enjoyable, and say, you're not good enough. That in some bygone era, you used to be better. Well, I'm sorry to say, Your Honor, the pizza's changed now. It's just not as hot as it used to be anymore. So frankly, how dare we, as people, try to force it to relive a time in its life which maybe it doesn't want to go back to, that maybe it has already accepted and received its own closure with. Because when we reheat a pizza, the crust becomes soggier, the heat doesn't evenly distribute, the texture of the cheese changes irreversibly, and the toppings become a shriveled up shadow of what they used to be. So why not be grateful for all the times we had with the hot pizza that used to be, and look forward to all the times we'll have with the new pizza, the pizza that has grown, gone on a journey of self-discovery and settled into itself, who it really is now. A pizza which just so happens to be cold. A pizza which not only is now cold, but as we've learned, has become far more portable, resilient, and symbolic of a freeness which we can all only aspire to. Pizza, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, has not only become better cold, but its best days are yet to come. I rest my case.